disclaimer. Baby, it's that season right now where you may want to use your own personal car to go out of town, or you don't want to worry about damaging it along the way, so you may get a rental. Now, me personally, I rent through Enterprise. Shout out to Enterprise. Y'all keep me tight each and every time. But you may go through Hertz, Alamo, or Budget. It's up to you. But I'm telling you one actual rental company that's changing the game up, and it's Hertz. Now, I'm going to roll this beam footage of this new AI damage scan machine that on one end, it may be helpful to you, but on the other end, it may be costly to you. But let's roll this beam footage real quick, and we're going to come right on back.
Any damage at both pickup and return. Now you don't have to take a bunch of photos of your car or stress that you've missed damage before leaving the lot. These high-resolution cameras check everything as you leave. At return, you'll roll back through the drive-through inspection and be emailed a report. That's it, a quicker inspection to keep you moving. Thanks for renting with us.
Baby, look. I'm still going to take my pictures. I'm still going to use my own video camera with your... I know you don't think I'm going to let your technology tell me something. Matter of fact, I don't trust it. Now, let me tell you something. There are two types of renters. There's a renter that rents the car and does not get the damage waiver, and there's a renter that rents the car and gets the damage waiver. I'm the get the damage waiver person. I get it. You're like, well, Shaunie, it's an extra $25 or $14 on top of the bill. I get it. It could be a major setback if you're not ready for it. But let me tell you what the benefits of getting a damage waiver is when you get a rental car. You can bring that car back on nothing but wheels and no frame. And with that damage waiver, they got to fix their own damages. Because shiznai happens when you're driving. Sometimes you're driving with the mindset to be safe, and a rock spits back and hits your windshield. Now, you're responsible if you don't have the waiver, but if you got the waiver, you just return it with the little star damage in the windshield and keep it moving. Say, for instance, you out and about, and you have a blowout, and when the blowout causes you to run your car into something, well, you didn't plan on having that blowout, or you didn't plan on hitting that thing in the road. Your fault or no fault, without a waiver, they're going to tap and hit your pockets, or they're going to tap and get your deductible from your insurance. So it's just best to pay the $14 before you pay $500, $1,000, or $1,500, whatever your deductible may be. Now, if you don't get the damage waiver, and it could be because of course, affordability, that's up to you. Just know whatever happens to that car, they don't want to hear from you. They're going to use the insurance you have on file, and they're going to hit that junk. Now, it's up to your insurance to investigate to say that this is not what you did. But if you lose, you're still responsible for paying for their car. It's going to tear your deductible up, and it's going to raise your rate. So don't say I ain't tell you. I'd rather pay $14 to $20 for some coverage in case something might happen. And then if it happens, I return the car back to you as is, hands washed, and walk away, versus something happening and I didn't plan on it happening. Or hell, sometimes you are the damager and it happens. I ain't got time for you to hit my $500 deductible, baby. And then it's not my car and I still got to pay for it. You crazy. Now, Hertz, I need to know if the scanner picked up something that was there but didn't catch it. When I drop that car back and it finally catches it, do you go back to the previous scan of the other customer prior to me to confirm that that was already pre-existing? Because technology glitches. And that is one thing that most people get charged for the most, is that hypothetical you did this damage when you know you didn't do that damage. And then for those of you that are traveling through states that have tornado season, a hailstorm can come out of anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I just rather pay the money. But all this technology is taking jobs from somebody. So how much does this cost, and how many people is it replacing? How accurate is this? And is it at every Hertz facility, or is it at standalone buildings? Because I normally go through the airport, but whatever. I can give you a prime example. I was recently hired to go do an out-of-state comedy show back on May the 23rd. I rented a car. It was a cool looking Honda Civic, red. It was getting what it was supposed to give. I think it was like a 2024, 2025. Sleek. Well, normally, even though I rent the car a day before, because I just don't want to get up super early, I just rather get up and hit the road versus get up and have to wait in line, I just reversed the rental car back in my yard, and I used my main car to run my errands that day. The next morning I woke up, I was getting ready to go to my trip. I kept hearing this noise go, shh. So I'm like, what's that noise? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, so I know it shouldn't be nothing. Well, unfortunately, a part of the undercarriage of the vehicle had dislodged itself somehow, and it started to scrape against the pavement of the highway. Now you're probably saying, well, Shaunie, why didn't it do it before you left? Well, I was only in a neighborhood residential area, so maybe the speed played a factor, because when you're on the interstate, you're going 75, 85 miles, and when you're in a residential, you're going, what, 20, 30, 40. So maybe the wind didn't cause any extra, separation issues, but when I got on that highway, that draft made it force down, and it started to tear. The thing is, most cars have a plastic undercarriage. This Honda had a metal undercarriage, so I had to stop. And each time I stop, I would try to go underneath the car, because it's 4 in the morning. There's no tire shops open. Enterprise ain't even open. Customer service couldn't help me. I'm just out of luck. I'm already 40 or 50 miles into my commute. So I tried to get myself under there, push the thing up. It kept coming down. I got about 100 miles out, because, again, I couldn't turn around, unfortunately. I was trying to go to a graduation or two. I was finally able to get to a Walmart. Shout out to Mr. Jimmy at that Walmart. It was about, again, 120 miles away. He was able to zip tie it and keep it up, and it didn't interfere with the rest of my trip. Now, yeah, you could ignore it, but anytime it's metal, it could just cut your tires and kill you. You fall off. But Enterprise actually went over and beyond to fix that, because it really was a big major inconvenience to me. But I had the damage waiver, so whatever happened to why they decided to fall, because Enterprise doesn't go under the car and check the car. So the previous renter could have did that, probably hit something, jumped the curb or something, I don't know. And it wasn't until I got on the highway where I noticed, and hell, it could have been making that noise when I was driving at 25, 30, but I didn't catch it because my music was up. But at the end of the day, the waiver didn't have any responsibilities for me to pay. It was an inconvenience to me having to get under there every few miles and push it back up so it wouldn't make too much noise to the next stop. But imagine if I didn't have that waiver, they would have blamed it on me. I don't know how much an undercarriage costs. But the beautiful part about it, and I can only speak about Enterprise, if you have an Enterprise rental and something happens in the duration of your trip, you can take your car to a Firestone or to a Pep Boys, and they are automatically sourced to fix it without giving you a bill. You take it anywhere else, they're going to charge you, but if you take it to Pep Boys or to Firestone, it is under contractual agreement between Enterprise that they will fix the car, no problems to you. Don't say I didn't tell you nothing. Now, as a Hertz, I don't know who Hertz is connected to. And I'm sure if Hertz is doing an AI upgrade scan, then everybody else is going to do it as well, because they're trying to say, okay, this is us showing our, vehicle and before we give you the keys, and this is showing what you did with us not having those keys. So make sure that you check your correspondence. And even if they say this captures it, I will still do a walk around, and I will video camera my pictures with the camera, video camera my camcorder, to make sure that everything I see, or if y'all still have that paper inventory sheet, I'm marking it off. I'm not giving them no slides, because they're not going to slide when you return it back with damages. They're going to tap your pockets. So as you travel out here and now and here and there, understand that all of these extra scan things is going to make the rental car go up a little bit, because now they got to pay for this device. But at the same speed, ask yourself, do you want to be paying out of pocket for a car that's not yours when you can just pay a few dollars, have the waiver, walk away, hands clean? But that's up to you. I know financially is a burden, and you barely got enough to get the car with those down payment fees they make you pay before, them holding fees, $300 here, $600 there. So I get it. But who is not going to pay off their deductible is me, okay? Now, my ass insurance, car insurance for me alone is too high to be trying to pay it to another company I'm borrowing their car from. But use your brain when you go in there. Still keep documentation of that vehicle, and keep it in your phone for 30 days, because sometimes they wait, and then they just go backwards and get you. Because they don't play fair. But baby, look, I'm just a messenger though. It's your girl Shaunie B. If you kid with your girl, gone for with your girl. Make sure you check out my website though. Yes, www.ShaunieBentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear, option drop donations, never any pressure to do either of the two, because I see the likes, the shares, the comments, and it means the world to me. So I just want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears for rocking with me, because y'all could be anywhere. But let's hop in the comments. I don't know if what I told you helps you, but I definitely hope you consider it, because it's going to get expensive, baby. It's going to get real expensive, because they're stepping up their game, and you meet them where they at, and you challenge them. Don't just let them tell you you did anything, especially if you know you didn't do it. But what are you doing to ensure that you got evidence? I'm telling you, you need to video cam the car before you get in it, and timestamp it. And then when you leave, if that machine finds something or anything, it better match when you return it back. And if it don't, you show them what you saw before you even step foot in that car. And that's how you save yourself a deductible. Do you hear me? But I wish you well. Okay? But until next time, Y'all be careful out there. Next story, and I'm out this. Peace.